Northwestern University stopped in to say hi, and he's going to help commentate a little bit and give us some background on their program and their upcoming Midlands program. Here at 106, as you can see, we just got started. Our opening match would be Adrian Gonzalez from Barrington. He's in the red and white singlet against Matthew Rundell from Oak Park River Forest. He's in the blue singlet. Gonzalez in on an early shot. Oh, tries to hit a carry off of it. Real nice job coming around the outside to tip it. Got him to the takedown, then took him to his back off of it. So he's going to get 2 and then 2 for the near fall, so he'll lead 4-0. Referees in this match, Jeff Bowers in charge out there, and Dan Fulcher's his assistant referee on it.
Going to the table here.
Yep, already asking about the near fall. Coach, while we have a break here, give us a little background on the Midlands. I know it's coming up next week, one of the top college tournaments in the country.
Well, it's going to be the 49th annual Midlands. Already looking forward for the 50th, but we got to get the 49th done first. A great field, you know, a lot of Big Ten teams in there. Oklahoma's going to be back again. So Iowa State, Iowa, of course, you know, all the powers that be. And we're really excited about having a great tournament, a great turnout.
I know we've been there countless times to watch it, and sometimes you see matches there that you then see in All-American matches in the national tournament later on.
Yeah, it's one of those tournaments that I always look at as like one of those tournaments you want to win, you know, a trifecta. You want to win the conference championship, like the Big Tens, NCAAs, and you want to have the Midlands as one of your star events.
Gonzalez riding him tough here on top. We're inside 50 seconds in the first period. Still with the early 4-0 lead. Like I said, hit that outside carry and left him there for the 2-point near fall. Chasing the legs a little bit here to hook it to get back and establish control.
Oak Park kid's looking a little bit overmatched here right about
again,
now.
it's a freshman against a senior, so getting a little physical maturity as far as things go.
He's cradled up now.
Yeah,
He's got
that's
some
a
problems.
nice-looking move he hit him with. But same thing, Coach Powell over at Oak Park does such a great job with these kids. He takes them as youngsters. Most of them don't have a lot of experience, and by the time they're juniors and seniors, they're something special. So this boy must be doing pretty solid to get in the finals of this as a freshman.
Right, absolutely, you know, and the thing about it is with Powell is that he's going to keep working with them forever. I mean, he's going to have him in the summer, he's going to have him in the fall, and this kid, when you see him again, he's going to be on the top of the podium.
Always impressed with the way their kids develop and mature over time. Scramble around again, we're inside 5 seconds in the period, and that'll be it. Gonzalez will take a 7-0 lead into the second period.
Well, Coach, let me ask you a question about Northwestern while, you know, we got a little lead here. You know, you stepped down and you took a backseat role and Drew took over. Just as you watch your baby develop, how's it looking for you?
I'm excited about our team. Very young team, but yet we have some great leaders on the team. You know, we've got Jason Welsh, who's ranked 3rd in the country at 157, brings some lot of maturity, leadership, and he's only a junior.
Right.
And we have a lot of redshirt freshmen and freshmen starting for us. So it's a very young team, but very experienced team. And they know where we want to go. They will know that we want to challenge for the top elite in the NCAAs and the Big Ten, and that's what they're working for.
Well, that was a premier recruiting class you had, too.
Right, right.
Give us a little background on your recruits from the state of Illinois, because a lot of our fans would know those kids.
Yeah, I think a lot of guys will recognize Lee Munster.
Exactly.
He's having an awesome year. I think a lot of people thought he was going to be a 184-pounder, and he probably thought that too. And, you know, he's down to 174 and looks great, looks comfortable there, and he's going to be a factor there this year also.
Now, he's a redshirt freshman.
Yeah,
correct?
I mean, he's been wrestling very well all year, and you know, coming off of a great freshman year, being redshirt, you like to see how they bounce, you know, how they're competing now, and he's doing a good job.
Again, we're a little scramble here at the edge of the mat. Gonzalez had reversed him, and now they're coming back. Rundell had got through, and at least we're going to get an escape possibly out of the deal. Right now we've got the score being 11-2 with 49 seconds left. This Gonzalez looks real solid as far as things go. Again, Tim, tell us some more about your kids from Illinois who you expect some good things from.
Yeah,
here.
Munster's great. You know, a couple other guys are coming and filling in pretty nicely. So it's just a matter of seeing how they develop throughout the year. Midlands is going to be a big test for us. See how the maturity of the team will progress. Earlier in the year, they've done pretty well. Dual meets, we've done pretty well. But Midlands is going to be a real eye-opener for us, and I'm pretty confident we're going to be showing up for that tournament, doing very well in that.
Sounds like you've got a young team, and I know the Big Ten's loaded again as always. Give us maybe a forecast as far as how you expect to do this year. I know in the future you think you can step in there and maybe win the Big Tens, but what about this particular year?
I think this year, you know, we got, like I said, we got Jason Welsh, you know, the major factor there. He's an All-American, you know, ranked third in the country at this time. Levi Mealy at 125. He's been doing very well all year for us. He's a junior also. So those two guys showing a lot of experience in the lineup, plus a lot of freshmen and sophomores are in there. So we're really excited at how we're going to develop. John Schoen from Marist High School, he's a fifth-year senior, the only real senior in the lineup at this point. So at 197, but he's doing a very good job there so far. So with that kind of leadership and maturity, and then the young guys with their, you know, on paper coming out of high school, you know, we had the second-ranked recruiting class in the country. We're pretty successful. Looking forward to being a successful year this year, not waiting for, 2 years down the road to have it, because things change a lot in 2 years.
Right.
Things change a lot in a month. So
Rundell just got on top. He's locked up a cradle. He trails 11-6 with about a minute and 20. Tried to suicide it through. If he could twist his hips, he could still get it, but I'm not liking his chances. So Gonzalez got that arm posted, and they're going to go out of bounds. Good effort. He's down 5. Had to take some type of chance, and just didn't come through for him as far as things go. Again, Tim, we're seeing a lot of great wrestlers here today, and I know Northwestern's a prestigious type of school academically. What do you look for as far as not only grades, but maybe character and wrestling ability for kids you look to try and recruit?
I mean, we'll see a lot of kids here wrestle, not just here this year, but also these same team kids wrestle in the Midlands next year, coming out of high school. There's a lot of intangibles. I like to see what kids do in their off season. They don't have to necessarily wrestle in the off season, freestyle or Greco, but just wrestle in the off season. There are a lot of collegiate tournaments going on. So just what do you do in your off time? Weight lift, do a lot of summer clinics and camps. Those are those small little intangibles you look for, because all the coaches know academically how well you are by this time. Wrestling-wise, too, they've been watching you for a long time. So it's the little things that I look for, character, of course.
Well, we talk about all the time. I mean, a lot of parents tell me, gee, I want my son to get a college scholarship. Tell us how legitimate that is. I mean, there are just not many of them out there. These kids should be wrestling for the love of the sport.
Well, I think that if you're doing it for the love of the sport, you're on the right track. And anything extra you get past that, that's icing on the cake. Scholarships are out there. I mean, the better you do, the more, demand there are for you. A lot of coaches look at weight classes, their needs now. I mean, our needs are certain levels, and we look at that.
Okay, great match finishing off here. Boy from Oak Park made a nice comeback at the end. The final was 13-11, but your champion will be Adrian Gonzalez from Barrington. He's now 18-0, and again, he's a senior.